Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2019. As you can see, Lewis is currently in 9th position with 16 World Championship points. Lewis Hamilton out in the lead, of course, with 95 World Championship points. And we've got some interview transcripts. Oh, Claire's talking with Weber. Talking about me again, talking about me. Are you pleased that they're doing well? Of course he is, our ex-teammate, of course, in F2. And we got one, of course, from Devon Bloody Butler. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, that's what I say. Anyway, let's have a look at the vehicle performance comparison chart. You can see we are right at the bloody bottom once again. And we got just so many development paths we're going to put on this car to even get up level where I think the Toro Rosso. So it's not good for our potato. Anyway, it's time now for one of those challenges. And we've got Devon Butler attending. Devon Butler is attending. And we're in the beautiful, beautiful Brawn from 2009. The world-beating Brawn with Jenson Button. Yes, who won that championship in 2009. Fantastic result for him. They just absolutely mullered all the other teams until they eventually caught up, and in fact the Brawn was a very poor midfielder by the end of the season, it has to be said. But anyway, let's see if we've achieved our checkpoint objective and beaten Devon Bloody Butler. Well, we have passed it, we have. But have we beat Devon? Let's have a look now and see. And the answer to that is going to be yes, we bloody well have. Fantastic.
We're here at the magical Circuit de Monaco for one of the most challenging qualifying sessions on the Formula One calendar. Who can add their name to the illustrious list of Monte Carlo pole sitters here today?
Oh God, so here we are then. It's the Jewel of the Crown race at Monaco, and unfortunately we are in the slowest car on the grid. So we're better to do well, lads. We're better to do well at Monaco. Vettel's got pole position at the moment. We cross the line. It's 4th place. Only 1.5 seconds behind the leader. Wowzers, mid-trousers. I can't believe it. Anyway, a little bit later to qualify, you can see just 8 minutes left of quali, and we're last, lads. Yes, we're last. George Russell is ahead of us, but we are up on our delta time, so let's have a look to see if we can get past George Russell. And yes, we can. 19th position now, but look at this. 18th place for Devon Bloody Butler. Hamilton's got poles. We accelerate forward down to a little bit later to qualify, and you can see we are still in the... we're down to last place again, lads. Down to last place again in our beautiful, beautiful Potato Williams. But let's see if we can improve. We have improved once again on our delta times, and I think this is going to be bloody good. I do believe this could be good as we cross the line. Oh, bloody hell. 5th position. Where on earth did the Hookster manage to get that out of his arse? Wowzers, me trousers. 5th place. Fan-bloody-tastic. Fantastic indeed. Hamilton, of course, has got pole position, and we accelerate forward now to the end of qualifying, and we've dropped out of 7th place at the moment, but I still think this is going to be decent for Monaco as we're about to cross the line now. Where did we end up in the end? And it is going to be 9th place. Still pretty decent. Top 10 at Monaco in the worst car on the grid. Fantastic. So there you go. They're 9th for us and only 19th for George Russell. Oh my God. Okay then, let's get on with the race.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, We have Leclerc, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo and Albon, Magnussen, the captain, Perez, and Lando Norris. Hamilton, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Sainz, Kimi Raikkonen, and Faber, Fiat, Stroll, Devon Butler, and Nico Hülkenberg. Russell and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid, and with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So this is going to be fun as the 5 lights go out on the Seasons career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes from 8th position on the grid. We've got Magnussen directly in front of us as we go into standard VOT. What's he going to do into standard VOT? He's going to see if he can sneak down the inside. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, battling with the Renault, as you can see, of the Honey Badger, Daniel Ricciardo, but he's got up into 5th position. Yes, 5th place is another fantastic performance once again from the man that never gives up, and he never surrenders, don't you know, don't you know. So we're going to go down the hill now into the casino hairpin section of this beautiful Grand Prix at Monaco. Let's see if he can sort of maintain position. Of course, he's not going to get past any cars because it's absolutely impossible to even overtake anyone at Monaco. There's really only 2 places where he can overtake, and it's still bloody hard to do. Anyway, so we're just about to go through the tunnel for the first time at Monaco, past all the yachts in the harbour, still holding on to 5th position ahead of Kevin Magnussen and behind Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger in that Renault car, of course, for 2019. And oh, bloody hell, we cocked that right up. Very, very easy to do, though, unfortunately, at Monaco, to get that chicane pretty wrong. It's a little warning there, but it's okay. We carry on. Still the first lap of the race. Still holding on to this 5th position. Still chasing Daniel Ricciardo as we're about to come around the final corner now and complete the first lap of this Grand Prix. Still holding on now to 5th. This is going to be a great result for our Williams if we can hold on to this, but can we hold on to it as Max Verstappen puts in a fastest lap? Wowzers. So we accelerate forward now to lap 4. Yes, lap 4. Still holding on to 5th at the moment. Daniel Ricciardo still ahead of us in 4th, and Magnussen is still right up our chuff in 6th position at the moment in that Haas car. Wow, what a great result it is for Haas at the moment. As we accelerate forward now to lap 6, just going through casino hairpin. Tyres are about 37% on the rear, so it'll soon be time for us to come in for our pit stop, and we are still holding to 5th place behind, or should I say Magnussen is behind us. You can just see there from the rear camera, just underneath the cowling of the rear wing, looking back at Magnussen as we go through the tunnel once again, still holding on to this 5th position. This is going to be some great points for our championship campaign if we can just hold on to this. We got that hairpin or casino bit, whatever you want to call it, absolutely beautiful there for the hookster, and he's still holding on to this 5th place, but he's going to come in for his pit stop very, very soon. So we accelerate forward now to lap 6, just going past the pits, and I think a car has come in. Yes, one of the cars has come in, and there's one front. It's Magnussen trying to sneak barely outside of us, but we managed to hold him off, so we've got up into 4th position now, a net 4th place. We've got 40% rear wear on the tyres, so it's soon going to be time for us to come in for our stop, but we stay out a little bit longer because the tyres feel okay, I have to say. On lap 7, another car has come in. I think that was the Honey Badger. Yes, it was. So we're now up into 3rd position behind Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes, which we've got no chance of catching him, unfortunately. No. So we accelerate forward now to lap 8. It's time for us finally to come in for our stop. We come in from 3rd position. We're going to change from the soft tyre onto the hard, which of course is going to be the yellow sidewall tyre. Lots of teams are out for their cars, and we are right at the end of the pit lane. So we should be okay as the lads now change us onto the harder tyre. Thank you, lads. Well done. Great stop from the Williams crew there. And we rejoin at the moment in... Oh, we're slipping down. 9th position now. 9th position for Duxter. Oh, wowzers, me trousers. Look at this as we rejoin the field. That was Sebastian Vettel, and we're fighting like crazy as we go up the hill. Look at this, fighting with a Ferrari car, and there's contact, and he's pummeling us. Absolutely pummeling us. It's Sebastian Vettel there. I think the Hookster's going to be... are we going to wall him? We're going to wall him for that. We did nothing wrong there whatsoever. And I think the Hookster's going to be incandescent with rage at that, to be honest. But anyway, it doesn't matter because he is still in the World Championship points. Yes, the tail end of the points. Only one single solitary World Championship point, but he's there, lads. He is there at bloody Monaco. Yes, bloody Monaco. And don't forget, the slowest car that's currently on the grid at the moment. As we accelerate forward out to lap 13. Yes, no change in position. Still holding on to 10th place at the moment for the Hookster. So still holding on to that World Championship point Ninth is still Sebastian Vettel. He's quite a way up the road now, has to be said. Quite a way up the road. And you can see this huge trolley train of cars behind us trying to get past, but of course they got no opportunity. And the first of those cars is, of course, Kevin Magnussen right behind us as we accelerate forward now to lap 14. Yes, lap 14. Just going through that chicane once again. A little bit rough for the hookster there. A little bit rough. Oh, wait a minute. We've got the virtual safety cars being deployed. What is going on? My teammate is now in the pits as well. And I don't know why the safety cars come out though. I have no idea. But anyway, we've got to slow down our pace, which means the other cars are going to be very, very close to us as we restart in a moment. But yeah, so let's see what happens. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to the end of the virtual safety car. It's time to say go, go, go. And look at this. George Russell, I think, has come out of the pits ahead of us. I do believe he has. So George Russell has bested us in the pits. Unbelievable scenes. And Cock, there's one thing I've just realised as well on lap 15. My fuel is very, very low indeed as we accelerate forward now to still on lap 15, just going to lap 16. Yes, my fuel. Jesus, I forgot all about the fuel. I was just trying to stay ahead of the cars and I had it in rich mix for quite a while. I've had to go into lean mix now, so I've got no defence from the car behind, which is going to be Carlos Sainz as we accelerate forward out to lap 19. Yes, Carlos Sainz is going to be right up my chuff, but I can't put the fuel mix up because we are very, very, very low on fuel. In fact, as we go into lap 20, oh God, I've got a funny feeling we're going to run out of fuel here, lads. I think oh God, no, it'll be fine. We're minus 42 on the fuel at the moment, which basically means the tank is empty. We are just sloshing up the remains of what's at the bottom of the tank right now as Maxi Boy Verstappen wins the race. We're going through the casino hairpin for the very, very last time. And actually we're trying to go a little bit slower to try and sort of slosh up the last of the fuel that's in this tank as we go through the tunnel section now. Oh, this is going to get dodgy. Minus 39 on the fuel, lads. Minus 39 on the fuel. I don't think we can. Oh no! Bugger! We've got into low fuel mode. That's it. We're out of fuel. We are out of fuel. Can we hold off these cars to the line though? I just can't see it. I can't see it. We can hold them off into the corners, but as soon as we get round the final corner, they're going to absolutely muller us. The yellow flags come out as well because I'm going too slow. And here we go then round the final corner, but I'm going to have no defence because there's no fuel in the car, which means I'm not doing anything much past 41 miles an hour. Come on. If the line was there, I'd be alright, but the line's right up there. No, you buggers. Oh, cock it. Cockanora. And we cross the line in last place. Bugger. Whew. Well, that didn't quite go to plan, did it? Yes. A rare mistake there from the hookster. It does happen, but there you go. Anyway, let's move on from this. Maxi Boy Verstappen has won the race. Well done, Maxi. Well done indeed. And there are the team mechanics. And there's Arava, F1 YouTuber, who also works for Red Bull. That's his main job and only does YouTube in his spare time. Yes. And there's George Russell, who finished in 8th place in the Williams. Oh no, we got bested by George. Anyway, onto the podium celebrations now. There they are. Look at them. Beautiful. And Adrian Newey as well. He's up there. He holds up the trophy high. Does Maxi Boy Verstappen. Well done, Max. And it's time for the champagne to go over everyone once again. Look at that. Fantastic. So anyway, let's have a look at the points after the... Well, do we need to look at the points after this round? Because nothing really happened, did it? Really? No. Yeah, so 8th for George Russell. Maxi Boy won the race, and we finished in plum bloody last. Cock it. Anyway, in the standings at the moment, we're still in 9th position with 16 World Championship points. Danny Ricciardo's moved up in the Renault, and still in first place is Lewis Hamilton, of course, Valtteri Bottas in second place with 90 World Championship points. Okay, it's time to move on now. It's time for another challenge. But before that, let's just check out the messages, see what's going on. We've got a debrief from Carl. Oh, it's not looking good. Anyway, on to our invitational event. But we'll leave that and move on now to the next Grand Prix. There are the results after Monaco. 9th place, 16 World Championship points.
Hello and welcome from the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, home to the Canadian Grand Prix, for today's qualifying session.
And thankfully now we are at a track that the Hookster absolutely adores. Yes, he loves the Canadian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel has currently got pole position with a 1:11.011. We crossed the line and it's 4th place, only 1.4 seconds behind the leader. So that's bloody good indeed. So we accelerate forward now, just 10 minutes left off qualifying. We've dropped down to 19th position. Hamilton's still got pole at the moment, but we are up slightly. Oh, get a little warning there for exceeding track limits. We are slightly up though on our delta. So let's see what happens because the line. Oh, bloody hell, 13th position now, and we are ahead of Weber. Yes, Weber, fantastic. As we accelerate forward now to just 4 minutes left off qualifying, we've made it up into 13th position, and we are once again almost half a second up on our sector time as we jump over the curves once again. Let's see if we can improve on this as we're about to cross the line. The answer to that is going to, oh bloody hell, yes, 8th place. Once again, we get into the top 10 in our Potato Williams. What are we doing? What are we doing anyway? That's almost the end of qualifying. We're just slightly up on our deltas now, but are we going to improve on 8th place? Well, we may do. We may just improve on it as we cross the line, and yes, we do. 6th position now. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. I just can't believe it. Anyway, that's it. End of qualifying. We've unfortunately run out of fuel, so we're crawling across the line, and it looks like we are going to finish hopefully in 6th place, but we may drop a few positions as we're about to crawl across the line now. Yes, crawl across the line. Look how slow we're going. Look, what a jump. What a jump. Anyway, there you go. Cross the line. Is it going to be 6? Is it going to be 6? It bloody well is going to be 6. Fantastic. So there's the scores on the doors then. 6th place for Hookster. Valtteri Bottas got pole. Lewis Hamilton in 2nd place. George Russell actually got 15th, so not too bad for him either. Okay then, let's do this.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. There are 14 corners to navigate, the very last of which has its very own infamous history. Could be the cause of a safety car today. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. Let's talk about the captain. As with all the drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition, but Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
That's right, it is a difficult environment to come into. In junior categories, you're competing against drivers with similar levels of experience, but some of these guys in Formula One have been there for over a decade. But I have to say, in this case, it's so far so good.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Max Verstappen, the captain, Raikkonen, Albon, Magnussen and Daniel Ricciardo, Stroll, Weber, Lando Norris and Sainz, Russell, Grosjean, Devon Butler and Nico Hülkenberg, Perez and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we go as the 5 lights go out on the All Seasons career mode and we say go, go, go. And it's away he goes from 6th position on the grid. Don't forget, what's he going to do into turn 1? We've got Verstappen and he dives down the inside. What is he going to do? Oh no, no, Hookster, yeah. Oh, yes, he bloody well does. He gets through up into the lead. I just cannot believe it. I just cannot believe it, but he got through all the traffic there and went up into the lead of the Grand Prix. Wow, this is real zero to hero stuff, it has to be said, from the Hookster. And of course, the slowest car on the grid now. Unfortunately, of course, being the slowest car, he has now got to defend like crazy against these cars behind him. And we got Valtteri Bottas, who is looking very, very angry indeed, trying to get past the Hookster. But we're going to try our best to hang on to the lead of this race at the moment. We're going to have to use our ERS as some kind of turbo boost button just to stay ahead of all these cars behind. Now look at the Mercedes already right up our chuff. Already up our chuff. I just don't know how we're going to do it. I just don't know how we're going to do it with the slowest car. How are we going to stay ahead of Valtteri Bottas? And we've got Charles Leclerc as well in the Ferrari. Both of those cars have got so much more horsepower than what we've got behind this car that I just don't get it. I just don't get it anyway. Oh, and we get a warning for exceeding the track limits already for the Hookster as we're about to cross the line after lap 1. Still in the lead, and he gets the fastest lap. Well, he would do because he's in the lead. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. So we accelerate forward out of lap 3. Still, somehow, I don't know how, but we are still holding on to the lead. And we've got Bottas behind. Now we've got Lewis Hamilton in the mix as well. So both the Mercedes cars are right up me chuff trying to get past. Yes, and the first of those is, of course, Valtteri Bottas, who's now very, very close up the rear gearbox of us. Oh my goodness, can we hold him off? Can we hold him off? We're going to stay in rich mix for as long as we can as well, just to keep up some kind of pace in this car. Valtteri goes for sort of fake move down the inside. Anyway, we accelerate forward after lap 3, just going past the pits, and you can see now we are still in the lead, but Lewis Hamilton's now putting the fastest lap. But look at these Mercedes, they're crawling all over the back of the Hookster, and one of us trying to get past. Was that Lulu? I think that may have been Lewis Hamilton, but we still somehow hold to the lead. Yes, it was Hamilton. He's now in second place. Valtteri Bottas has dropped down to third position. As we accelerate forward now to lap 6, we are still holding on like crazy people to this first place, but I just don't see how much longer we can hold on to it, considering we are in the slowest car. We've now run out of fuel, so we have to turn. Oh, Jesus Christ, don't look in the rear views, don't look in the rear views. And what are we going to do now? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come in for our pit stop. That was the most sensible thing to do there, because otherwise we would have got mullered there. So we come in now for our stop. Wowzers, that was just too much from those Mercedes. Anyway, we're down to 12 already. We change onto the harder tyre. Thank you, lads. Yes, yellow sidewall tyres go on, and we're going to rejoin now in 19th place, I do believe. Yes, so we have come in pretty early for our stop, but I do believe that was the right thing to do with all those cars getting ever closer to us down that front stretch. Unbelievable. Anyway, so we rejoin as we accelerate forward down to lap 7, just going past the pits. We're in 19th place, but some cars have come in now for their first pit stops, so we're going to make it, I think, up into, yes, 12th position now, and we are chasing Hulkenberg, who of course is in the Renault in 2019, so this is good. We'll see if we can have a little fight with Hulkenberg and try and get past him, but oh god, we've got Lewis Hamilton, the blessed one. He's behind us in 13th place as we accelerate forward out to lap 8. We are still chasing Hulkenberg, but we've got more problems because we've got Lewis Hamilton in that Mercedes, and he now sneaks down the inside of us. What are we going to do here? Oh, Lewis has got to break though for Hulkenberg. Wowzers. And that gives us the opportunity to hold on to this 12th position at the moment on lap 8. But look at this. Lewis Hamilton now sneaks around the outside, but we're going to have to tighter inside line for this turn. Yes, we are. So we managed to... Oh, look, we got Ferraris all over us as well. Swarming all over us like angry wasps they are, trying to get past Hookster. But he's still at the moment holding on to this 12th position, and hopefully more cars are going to come in, and Hamilton once again has gone past us under DRS, but we are going to go tight into the inside line here, and oh, that was tight, but more cars have now come into the pits, so hopefully we're going to get into the points. Well, how are we going to get into the points? And we've gone into 5th place at the moment. That's great news. No, 4th position now, and we sort of went for a move on Hulkenberg there. There's a car coming out of the pits. It's Valtteri Bottas. He has jumped us coming out of the pit stop. Wowzers me trousers. There's Hulkenberg. We're trying desperately to get past him. Do we manage it? Yes, we do. So we've made up one position up into 4th place now, still chasing Valtteri Bottas. But I think that may be the lead of this Grand Prix over now, because of course Valtteri will take over the lead as soon as the rest of the cars come in for their pit stop. So anyway, we accelerate forward after lap 9, and the last of the runners have now come in for their stop. Lance Stroll came in the Racing Point, so we have now made it up into 3rd position. This is still very, very decent for our car. Very, very decent indeed if we finish on the podium at Canada on lap 10 now. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 10, just going down the very, very long straight. Very, very long straight indeed. And there's another car in. There's another car in for the pits. I don't believe it. Who was that? I'm not quite sure who it is, but anyway, they've come in for their stop. It's Grosjean. It's Laurent Grosjean. So that means we've now got up into 2nd place. Wowzers. If we get 2nd place in this race, I will absolutely take that, especially as we are in our potato. Yes, in our potato, but oh god, Lewis Hamilton is now the car behind us once again as we accelerate forward out of lap 12. We've got green flags. I don't know what's quite going on here. I don't know. Anyway, it looks okay at the moment. So can we fend off from Lewis Hamilton? We've had to keep the fuel in standard mix, otherwise we're going to run out. George Russell's out of the session. Oh no! George Russell is out. We can just see on the mini-map, there is George Russell parked up on the side of the circuit there. I don't know what's happened to George Russell, but that doesn't look good for our Williams car, of course, because we're in the same team. But hopefully we can hold this out until the end. We accelerate forward now to still on lap 13 at the moment. I think we're just getting very, very close to approaching the stricken George Russell Williams car. I think we should see it any minute now. Off to the left-hand side. It's going to be there somewhere. There's the flags waving. Yellow flags. Yes, there it is. There's George Russell's Williams. So, and that's yellow flag. Yellow flag, Hamilton. You can't pass under a yellow. Unbelievable scenes. Well, he sort of tried to there, but he did back off out of that manoeuvre. So, hopefully he didn't get a penalty for that. Or if he did, he deserved it, to be honest. Anyway, lap 13, everyone. Lap 13, still holding on. Oh, God, there goes Hamilton again. But I think we're going to have the advantage. Yes, tight to the inside. And beautiful move there from Hoekstra. Holding on still to this second position. As we accelerate forward out of lap 17. For some unknown reason, I don't know how, we have managed to fend off Lewis Hamilton and hold on to this second place. We're 9 seconds behind Bottas, so he's away and gone. We've got no chance of catching him, but we're still fighting like crazy to defend this second position from Lewis Hamilton. But this is now the last lap of the Grand Prix. So this is going to be the last opportunity for Lewis Hamilton to try and get past us. Well, he won't get past us in the twisty bits, but of course going down the straights he's going to give it his all. Now I think we may turn the fuel up for the last section just to make sure that we can sort of keep some kind of pace from Lewis Hamilton. He sneaks down the inside of us. Oh, tight, very, very tight, but we managed to hold it. No problems whatsoever. Now, of course, is he going to go for a move down the inside of us somewhere here before we have to brake very, very hard into the right-hander? The answer to that at the moment is no. It's okay. He's holding station. So here we go then. This is going to be the last opportunity for Lewis Hamilton to try and get past us. We have indeed turned the fuel up into rich because we just want to try and... we're trying to defend now, but he just mullers straight past us, as you can see. But I think we're going to brake very, very late to the last turn, do we? Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. In fact, no contact. Valtteri Bottas wins the race, and we are going to cross the line in our potato in second place. Oh, my God.
Yes, that's a podium.
Oh, my God.
The team have worked especially hard this
Well,
weekend, and this
that was a great
is
result, I have to say.
fantastic
A great result from our potato car. And there is Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name's... Just stop it now. Just stop it. And there is Valtteri Bottas, who won the race. Well done to him. Well done indeed. And there are the team mechanics. And there's Alex Gilliam, F1 YouTuber. Yes, they get everywhere, don't they? Absolutely bloody everywhere. So on to the podium now. And there he is, everyone. There's Hoekstra. Look at him. So sprightly. So sprightly. Only 39 years old and still getting podiums as Valtteri Bottas holds up the trophy high. Wowzers, mid-trousers. It's time for the champagne now. Look at the Hoekstra. Look, he's loving this. Absolutely loving it. He says, fantastic. I'm still the greatest. Yeah, 12 times world champion now. 12 times. So let's look at the final scores in the doors then. Of course, Hoekstra got second place in that race. Unfortunately, George Russell had a mechanical problem in the end, so he didn't finish the race. In the standings now, of course, with that second place, we have now skyrocketed up into 7th position with 34 World Championship points. Lewis Hamilton still in the lead with 121, and Valtteri Bottas in second with 115 World Championship points. Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari in third place. Maxi Boy Verstappen in fourth in, of course, the Red Bull car. Wowzers. Anyway, just want to say thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And as always, yes, there will, of course, be more later.